delighted to see all of you here and to have an opportunity to revisit a very famous bed, as you all know. And I want to tell you, as a kid, I used to come to Poplar to visit my grandfather, George Lansbury, a great, great man of his time, a pacifist, and a man who supported the rights of women and actually retired as an MP. I'm going to get off and you get on with it and enjoy the movie.
Dame Angela Lansbury. Have you ever thought about politics?
I wouldn't mind being Minister of the Arts or something.
Yes, that'd be great. Yes,
I've never been tempted for a second, only because I was saturated with politics as a child. There are 2 streets in Poplar that are named after my brothers, because they were born twins in 1930, and my dad named 2 streets. Okay? One is Edgar Street, the other's Bruce Street. Lucy Fagan School of Drama, which was in Rockefeller Center of all places. And I got a scholarship and went for nothing, you know. So we had no money at all. We were completely supported every step of the way. I had gone out to Hollywood, where my mother had landed, having gone out on tour, being an actress. I was working in a shop. I had a shop as a wrapper. I was a Christmas wrapper, with ribbons. On holiday from that job, I was very sweetly introduced to a casting director by a young actor that I knew. And I met the casting director, which is always the way to get into a producer or director. You met the casting director first. So that was my entrance to MGM Studios.
You said once, I kept wanting to play the Jean Arthur roles, and Mr. Mayor kept casting me as a venal bitch.
That's right. That's absolutely true.
You worked in America at a time when expressing any left-of-centre views was somewhat dangerous. Did you find that you had to be rather reticent about your family at that stage?
I remember questions coming up. I very carefully avoided getting into the subject of politics in America at that time.
I wondered if you could talk about whether you identified as feminist, you identified as socialist, and whether that had any impact on the roles that you've chosen over the years?
I don't think so. Oh, well, I wouldn't say that, because I illustrated how I do feel about women being represented in a certain way, and that's the reason I didn't play certain roles.
We were kids together, and we hated each other. No, she was a girl a year older than me, which always sets a bit of tension going. I love her dearly.
Oh, she's been my favourite actress since I was about 6 years old, so just to see her in the flesh is amazing.
I played her grandfather before she was born, and what I did is I adapted the script, hence the question, what would it be like if he came back in modern time?
Good question, because he did not go to the theatre. His daughter-in-law was an actress, my mother, and he was sweet and wonderful to her. But I don't think he ever saw a play.
In East London and in Bow, George Lansbury played a great figurehead there. And we worked with Bow School and other schools, and also with the rector of Bow, Debbie Fraser, and all the people, to let new generations know what her grandfather did and how it impacts